Welcome to the Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. I'm Ranita, and we are getting into this winter solstice, great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn aligning itself in the age of Aquarius for December 2020 and taking us into the age of Aquarius for the 21st, which is part of the winter solstice. Some things that we were talking about the last time we met about the new moon. But we have this for the last 200 years. The Great Conjunction has occurred almost always in the earth signs. Okay, so now on this 21st, we have both Jupiter and Saturn will align itself with the air sign of Aquarius. This is important with us aligning ourselves with the winter solstice and shifting and bringing into the new era of the age of Aquarius. Okay, so as Jupiter and Saturn aligns itself in Aquarius, it is going to kickstart a new era, and is also going to usher us into the age of Aquarius. Now on the winter solstice on the 21st, the winter solstice is when the night and day and night are not equal. So it's like the longest night of the year. Okay, that's what the winter solstice is all about, taking us into the winter systems here in the northern hemisphere. But then we have this energy aligning itself with the great spiritual awakening. Okay, now regardless of when the age of Aquarius officially begins, because some astrologers and astrologers think that it's already started, and some still thinks it's light years away, so to speak. But to me, looking at the dynamics of things and how things have systematically is going, I'm going with the fact that it is occurring, has been ushering us in the beginning part of December and bringing us in with it with the December the 21st winter solstice and spiritual awakening. That's the date I'm going with. Okay, you can check your dates or check with your vibe and see what you come up with, but it's an individual thought, and we're all individual practitioners. Okay, so Jupiter, for the last 200 years, Jupiter and Saturn have been coming together in earth signs, but they have shaped and defined the world in which we currently live in. Jupiter has done that, okay, with Saturn. All right, but in saying that, the earth energy is very tangible, and is all about building things, creating foundations, using resources of the earth, and focusing on material possession. That's the energy that you can see that most of the time for over the past decades, that's been the focus, about acquiring material things. But under the earth's energy, we have achieved a lot with this earthy energy, but the time has come for a shift back into balance. So Jupiter and Saturn is bringing things in balance, where we need to move away from material possessions, from robbing the earth of its resources, and away from creating a tangible to creating the intangible. So with this air energy of Aquarius coming into play, Aquarius energy on the winter solstice is revolutionary. It deals with high tech, all about creating things that work through waves, signals, and beams. So some people are thinking that, as you know, a lot of people are talking about this conjunct. And a lot of people are thinking, are we moving into the age of like Star Wars? Or are we moving, if you are a Disney fan like myself, and if you go to the Epcot and you ride This Is Earth, well, if you ride the ride This Is Earth, you can do a lot of creating things. They ask you what are things that you like. And I just recently was in Epcot during Thanksgiving break, and how they updated this ride, and how to create your life in the next 20 something years. Well, and it gave you an update, you know, how things are going to look. And it was Star Wars looking, the Jetsons. We're already on that cusp. But the Jetsons, if you're not up to date with the Jetsons or never heard of the Jetsons cartoon, you could look at those things, and it does relate to what's coming today: AI, energy, spiritual beings, which is ourselves, elevating ourselves. So rather than wanting to create something tangible, Aquarius energy is all about digital world as well. But in 2020, we have already seen a huge increase in people using digital world to work, to having meetings, to going to school online, and to exercise. So in many brick and mortar stores, process have been more automatic, and there is a great focus on self-serve. A big increase on that we have seen. But also we need to be, it's also going to be showing more support in supporting our own community members. Creating a sense of community may also feel more important as well with the age of Aquarius. And that's one of the areas, is that the creating a sense of community, looking at humanity as a whole. All right. Now, as the signs that rule over humanitarian, this is Aquarius, we're going to see that it allows us to focus on what is good and what is whole, rather than focusing solely on our needs and our wants. We will be able to see that we are all connected, and that we all need to come together in order to create a better world, to create a balance, to create peaceful and compassionate world where we are able to put ourselves in the shoes of others, where we are able to create supportive and loving communities. So this is a common goal that's bringing in the Jupiter and Saturn conjunct this spiritual awakening. Okay, now with this 200 balance, let's just already assume that none of us that are seeing this video will live to see the total completion of this cycle, okay? Because it's 200 years. So it's pretty much rare and a special thing that we have been chosen to see the start of it, and to be a part of this beautiful spiritual awakening shift. So in your own life, you can embrace this energy of this cycle by thinking about where you have been to attach to a material possession or items. You may also wish to reassess some of your goals. You want to, if you're not part of our Patreon account, you can go to the About page, click on a Patreon, and you will see that there is a ritual connected with the winter solstice and this Jupiter and Saturn energy. And it's connected with doing a ritual to out with the old, bringing in the new. And it's a firm ritual. So join Patreon. You'll be able to do this powerful ritual with the Jupiter, Saturn conjunct and spiritual awakening. Okay. But it's also, we're going to be able to bring about energy that is more free and flowing. So if you are working on yourself, a free flow energy, a spiritual awakening, using your own intuition, building things with us on Patreon, maybe doing your own research and who you are as a spiritual being, you are in a perfect alignment. All right, okay? So it is through Saturn that we'll be able to mature as well, to become more wiser and to find our true and inner strength and power. So Saturn is considered the Lord of karma. By working through lessons of Saturn, we are able to clear our karmic debts and hopefully attract more good karma our way. All right. Some of us have had Saturn in our houses since 2017. I certainly have, and I've been experiencing a lot of this area. He's moving out of my houses, but he still will be affiliated in my house. And how you'll be able to know what house Saturn plays in is to know your natal chart. You can go to cafe@astrology.com and set up your free natal chart reading there. You put in your information. I'm not an affiliate, but this will help you know your houses. Okay, so both Jupiter and Saturn is coming together in this conjunct and conjunction is like the Lord karma meeting the planet of expansion. So here Jupiter is able to shine a light on all our Saturn lessons, okay? And it is able to soften them, make us see them with more clarity, but also in many ways expand them. So as Jupiter and Saturn conjunction it's like such a pivotal, it helps you to pivot, and this energy affects us on a global level too. So you're pivoting. And if you've been following this channel for a while, especially over the past several months of ending this cycle of 2020, you've been hearing the spirit guides saying that we're pivoting. If you've been getting readings and schedule your personal reading today, you will hear that you want to go on and get your reading so you can, your personalized reading, so you can know what your focus is in 2021 and setting up your life with these Jupiter and Saturn conjunction in Aquarius. Even though this is 200 years with age of Aquarius, but you're setting yourself up and getting your personal knowledge so that you're equipping yourself, all right? Whatever our collective earth karma is, this great conjunction has arrived to set things into balance. We've been all year long with 2020 giving us 2020 vision, COVID-19, the pandemic, everything getting rearranged for this 5G level. It's all about bringing things into alignment, along with the other planets having their eyes on us, the other aliens having their eyes on us and saying, hey, Earth, you need to get in alignment. And Jupiter and Saturn conjunction will do that for us on a global scale. Do not go to sleep in this as well. So our deeper spiritual levels, it will rise up and our planet will be more conscious, okay? The 0 degree represents infinite potential and possibility. So it represents a time where all things are possible and a new foundation is opening. So on this day, the 21st, it will feel like Earth is moving through a portal, which it will be, of energy where it will be rebirth and hold millions of new possibilities for all of us. So this is a very fertile energy, which indicates new beginnings on a grand scale and in your life as well. So this is why you need to schedule a personalized reading to get understanding. Do a road opener with us with entering the gates of 2021. Go to our website at https://eclipticspiritualist7.com so you're ready. The earth will never be the same again. And as being of this earth, we will have no choice but to adapt and embrace this new chapter that is offered to us. This energy of the great conjunction will feel most powerful in the weeks leading up. Okay, so it's leading up, meaning past, and the weeks after it. Okay, then it will fade into the background of our lives, where it will continue to influence us mostly strongly for the coming years. So for a deeper understanding of the great conjunction may influence you, you want to find out what your natal chart is, go to that website. That is free. I've been saying that for several weeks now, that you need to do that. So when you're hearing me talk about the new moon and the full moon and where these particular cycles, lunar cycles, land in your houses, you understand, okay? And you want to study to show yourself approved, rightfully dividing the word of truth in your life and my life. So that way, as you're moving into the spiritual awakening, you will be called in your inner self to start doing your own individualized studying. You will get quicker downloads as well. If you want Patreon account, you will see with us, that's the Spirit School North Node. We have a Spirit School and we have our North Node tribe, circle that is there, a solitary practitioners that are learning and building themselves up. You have to build yourself. And this Jupiter and Saturn conjunct will help you get more focused too. A lot of people that are coming into the awakening grabbing at straws, like a lot of information, and not having a focus. So it's going to help you get focused as well. And that's something that we're talking about on Patreon too, because I do readings and I hear a lot of people getting open, but they're in this group, that group, this group. You have to get narrowed down something and then study that pattern for a while, and then narrow down something and study that pattern for a while, so you can digest it and see how it's going to appropriate in your own spiritual walk and spiritual life. Keep in mind, we will not see the earth like it once was. Everything that ushered in with 2020 was for a purpose. And do you know your purpose? Get an intuitive reading. Hit that wiggly bell down below, ding dong ding, so you can come to the channel and get your daily fresh readings. Contact me for a personalized intuitive reading as well. Also with spell work that I do offer. Now let me be clear on that. Those that are new to the channel, welcome. Spirit work from me, I will state, is never guaranteed. It is working with spirit guides, guardian angels. Spell work is never ever guaranteed. If anyone tells you that, then that's them, but I'm going to tell you the truth, that is not. The only thing that's guaranteed in this life is paying taxes and physical death. So make sure you got life insurance. That is the truth. The next thing is that we do offer altar visuals here that will change your life, that is in unison, as along with metaphysical supplies, our Spirit School North Node, our Patreon account, and our website that is a wealth of individualized information for you to study from and then dive more deeper on your own so that you are properly equipped. I love you for watching today. Don't forget to trust in yourself first always. Enjoy this winter solstice. Enjoy this Jupiter and Saturn conjunction moving us into the age of Aquarius. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.